Hello, welcome back to SCI Teach. This is Waec 2026 Physics Practical Question 2 video. So we're going to analyze the specimens or the instructions for question 2, use it to construct a question which you're going to see in your examination. Alright? So for question 2, you're provided with two beakers labeled A and B, a measuring cylinder which is 500 mils, a tripod stand for the Bunsen burner, a source of heat, could be Bunsen burner, could be candle, could be any other source of heat. But if it's Bunsen burner, tripod stand is what you will use. A stopwatch, a pendulum bulb, water, stirrers, two thermometers, and thread. We're going to use this to form a sample question which is going to be what you will see in your examination. So this is my measuring cylinder, 500 mils. Okay, 500 mils. And then this is my thermometer. So you're provided with two thermometers, so I'll let you have two. This is one. See everything intact, not leaking, not broken. And this is the second one, thermometer, all in good condition because you will need accurate measurement. Okay, so I said source of heat is source of heat, but don't use candle as source of heat. It's going to be very slow and will give you issues. All right, so I have beakers. I have my pendulum bulb attached. I have already attached the thread to the pendulum bulb because I'm going to use it as handle, the thread as handle to carry the pendulum bulb out and into the beaker. All right, my stirrer is there on the table, and this is my stopwatch, okay, which I would use in the practical. All right, so I want to measure 50 mils of water. So Waec will ask you to measure some amounts of water and put in one of the beakers, maybe the beaker labeled A or B. So I'm going to first start with 50. Okay, it's possibly Waec will start with 50, or we'll see if it's 50 we would use if everything goes right. Okay, so let's start with 50 and see if anything happens wrongly, then we increase and see, which will help us understand why Waec would start somewhere else. Okay, now let's say 50 is what we want. 50, think about that. That's 50. All right, check the meniscus. All right, so I've measured 50 using the measuring cylinder. Your beaker may not be calibrated right, so use a measuring cylinder to measure your water, and then I will turn that water into a beaker. Okay, so I'm turning this water into this beaker. Well, this water level is so small, I don't think it will cover the pendulum bulb if you put the pendulum bulb inside, so I can't use 50. So let me start with 150. Let me start with 150. So I'll measure 150 and use that as starting point. Now, it's possible even when it can't cover the pendulum bulb, Waec can still start at 50. As we're going into this video, you will understand why. Because the more the water, the less the temperature, or the water will easily, the heat will easily be diffused. We'll lose more heat as the water increases. So now I'm starting at 150. You understand what I'm saying as we reach the end of the video. I want to start at 150 now. This is too much. Maybe I should have done 100, but this is a practical. We can just carry out and see what will happen. Maybe if I did 100, it would cover the pendulum bulb, but fine. I use 150. We'll see if I'm wrong or right, but it's not a hard rule. Waec will give you what to use. So now you will be asked to use the thermometer and measure the temperature of this water. Okay, we don't need a stirrer right now, so we use the thermometer to measure the temperature of the water to know the initial temperature. All right, so read the calibration with me. Let's see what is the temperature of this water starting temperature. So dip the thermometer into the water, not outside. Don't hold it outside. Dip it in so that you won't be having partial readings. Okay, dip it inside. Now let's read the thermometer together. You have to be able to see that inside the strip is the metallic strip is thicker, close to 3. Okay, I should turn it in a way that you will see it clearly. I'll turn it in a way that you see it clearly. All right, are you seeing that metallic strip? You see it's at 2.9. 2.9 means 29 to us. Okay, you see it's 2.9, maybe a little above 2.9, but at 2.9 is where I can clearly read. All right, so which means the temperature of this water is 29 degrees Celsius. All right, now on the second beaker, I'm going to just pour in water that can just cover the pendulum bulb. All right, and then carry the pendulum bulb by the thread and dip it, put it into the beaker of water. Now I'm going to put this on my source of heat and heat it. All right, now as you are heating this, observe this. Waec can ask you, if they want to test heating curve, they can ask you at 10, maybe at intervals they would give you. They may say after 5 minutes or after 1 minute, put in your thermometer and check the temperature rise. After 2 minutes, you put again. After 3 minutes, you put again. After 4 minutes, you put again. After 5 minutes, you put again. Okay, like this. They can ask you to keep doing that 5 times and then use it to plot a graph if they are trying to test the heating curve of the pendulum bulb. But if that's not the case, then you're going to heat it till it boils. Now, if I read this temperature, I'm having it's rising, steadily rising, because the water is heating. It's close to 90 degrees right now. It's 90 and above now. It keeps heating. It's increasing in temperature. Just look at the strip at the middle, that center line. You see it's moving. Okay, so I'm close to this water boiling. Very close. Very, very close. It's getting to 93. It's increasing in temperature. We'll let it boil so that if it boils, we then transfer the pendulum bulb into the other water. If it boils, it means it should be 100 degrees Celsius if it is just the water. But now the pendulum bulb is inside, which makes the water impure. Remember, impurity increases the boiling point of water. So this water is not going to boil at 100 degrees Celsius anymore. It's going to boil above 100 degrees Celsius. So we'll see that if it's true using the thermometer. Now my water has started boiling, water with the pendulum bulb. So let's see. Normally it should be 100 degrees Celsius. Let's see if it's above 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, look at the metallic strip. Passes 100. Yeah, it passes 100. It's about 102. About 102. It passes 100. So you can look at it. It's about 102, which is because of the pendulum bulb. Okay, now we have reached that point where we can't heat it anymore. Anything you do right now is a waste of heat because it's not going to increase more than that. You've reached the maximum heating period, the capacity. So it's boiling right now. Next thing I want to do is to transfer the pendulum bulb using the thread as handle into the beaker of water I've already measured. I used 150, so this distance is too far, which makes it lose some heat. Okay, so in your own case, carry the beaker close to where you want to, so you just remove and put. It wouldn't lose some heat. Now when you do that, you stir it so that the heat will circulate well. After stirring, you measure. Okay, remember it was 102. Now how many would it be? Now it is look at it with me. I think 31. It's above 30. It's 31. So it's on 3.1. So you see it's 31 degrees Celsius when you put it in this water. Now, possibly my water was too much. If my water was 50 mils, it would be higher than this because the heat just circulated into just 50 mils. But this is 150 mils of water. So the heat circulated through a large amount of water. Okay, so if it was 50, you do that and record. Then you take it back to heat it, put it in the boiling water again, keep it for 3 minutes. Okay, use a stopwatch to time yourself. 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, you bring it out. Okay, bring it out, put in the beaker of water again, but this time you measured. If the starting point was 50, now it is 100. Put it, record the new reading. Do the same thing for when the volume of water is 150. Do the same thing for 200. Do the same thing for 250. Record these readings, and then you'll be asked to use it to plot a graph of the mass of water. It was changing now: 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, against the change in temperature. Okay, this one was 31. Maybe the other one was 19 or 28. Maybe the other one was 35. Second one was 32. Now it's 31. It keeps reducing as the amount of water increases. They would ask you to use that and plot a graph, which is what your question 2 is all about. I've said you can be asked to test for heating curve. If so, they can also ask you to test for cooling curve. So when you put the pendulum bulb in the water after boiling, when you remove it and put it in another beaker that you've measured the amount of water and so on, you can be asked to put the inside the thermometer in the water, and then at every minute you record the new temperature as it keeps reducing, and that could be the cooling curve. But if it's the heating curve, as it's boiling, as 1 minute passes you record, at 2 minutes you record, 5 minutes. Same thing you do for the cooling curve if it was cooling curve. If not, it is just to measure heat capacity of the pendulum bulb, which I think is the case.